Cool. All right, so on to something else. I want to get the Warhammer. I want to get the last Dominaria United one, which is the Ratadrabik of Urborg.
Yeah, that's the
The
legendary dude.
Yeah, when stuff dies, it makes copies. And what do we want to call them?
Oh shit, here we go again. More legendaries.
Is that? I mean, Derek, they just push. They push it so much. Like they push it. They push it so much.
Look at that, 47 cents.
Busted. Too powerful. Really?
So, Vigilance Ward 2, other zombies you control have Vigilance. Whenever another legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary. It's to the by just do its other types. So, um, Taste of Karlov. Kusha's good, yeah.
Razaketh.
Um,
Vilas. You can play
Liesa.
Vilas.
Liesa, the Forgotten Archangels, that whenever a non token creature dies, you return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step.
Hold on. How do you spell her again?
Liesa. Wait a minute. Right.
Phyrex.
It has to be legendary. Right.
Phyrexian.
Man,
Wait.
it's
How
the
does its
way it's
effect work? So we can play Phyrexian Reclamation and just keep killing things.
yeah. Add like an Ashnod's altar. Yo, is this an Alendra the Dusk Rose deck?
That seems good. Ooh, I didn't even almost notice it because of the art.
Oh yeah.
100% is.
You know what's really annoying card right now? Braids. The Arisen Nightmare.
We could easily play combos in this too, like the loop creature. Which one?
The Arisen Nightmare.
Oh, that's the you sack something?
Yeah. So it just braids Arisen Nightmare.
Oh, all risen. Okay.
Yeah, Dom played played her last night, and literally no one ever. I think people sacked a creature twice, and he ended up drawing so many cards. It was kind of gross.
We could play the legendary. We could play the legendary creature. Isn't Yeheni legendary?
Oh,
The one that
Relic of
sacks?
yes,
Shh. Yeah,
Relic of Legends.
that seems good.
Oh, Elas Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim.
Oh, Honorborn Shaku.
Oh yeah.
Wait, say the thing you said again.
It's Elas Licor, Sadistic Pilgrim. There it is. It was right at the top. Yeah. So that's whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield, you gain
The
life.
Soul
Whenever another
Sister.
creature
Yep.
you control dies, your opponents lose life.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Sidisi? That seems pretty good, right? It just makes a
yeah.
copy.
Oh, Ayara, First of Lochthwain, the black creature. Oh, that's a cool one. Junji, the Midnight Sky.
Wait, say the one you said.
Sorry. Ayara, the First of Lochthwain.
Oh,
She's that elf noble,
yeah.
sacrifice draw card shenanigans. Yo, Junzi, the Midnight Sky.
Yeah, the dragon,
So when
yeah.
so he dies, you get a copy. You get to bring back something that died, and you have a token of him. When that token dies, will happen again.
But doesn't it say non-dragon?
You can't target himself, no. But then we could also just run some good Tom Anointed Procession. They are tokens.
Does sound good. That does sound very good.
You want to do Ashnod's Altar?
I got those.
What? Oh, you know, what'd be interesting, Tom Micaeus, because they when they die, they still get the tokens. Oh, but I guess legendary rule. Also I think anointed procession. I forgot they are legendary tokens.
Oh yeah, we can't play that. Yes.
Oh no, we can't. Except it's not legendary. It's a 2/2 black zombie. Never mind. Anointed procession does work. It literally turns them into non-legendaries when they die.
That's gross.
That's gross. That's so stupid.
So Micaeus, you said?
So yeah, Micaeus, because you get the undying trigger, it comes back, and you get the copy.
Hmm.
Luminous Broodmoth. Let's go.
What about just like Mangara? She's just a good card.
Doesn't she
Not
exile her?
no, not that one. The diplomat.
Oh, the diplomat. Yeah. Yo, do you want to run an Elishnorn? I like getting 2 to 3 copies of
Yeah.
Elishnorn in play.
Yes. She Holdred.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a shield for deck. Yawgmoth seems gross.
That's another really good sack outlet I've heard.
Yeah, I think just a little bit. He seems kind of good. Um, I don't like him. I was looking at Benny Brackus, but he just seems okay. Would you want to do the things like the Village Rites and Deadly Disputes to sack creatures draw card?
This is
Or in
probably
the
fine. This is probably we could throw it in there for now. What's up? Say that again.
I was saying, did you want to run any like the sack draw effects like the Village Rites and Deadly Disputes? Or not really?
We could throw it in for now. Village.
Oh, Primeval's Glorious Rebirth.
Hmm.
The new what's the legendary card?
Isn't there an old legendary white creature that reanimates a creature every upkeep? Is that
Oh
Raya
yeah,
Dawnbringer?
Red Dawnbringer.
Is she legendary though?
I believe so. Yes, because I put her in my legendary. Yep.
Do we have any good ETB stuff that like kills things or like interaction? I'm trying to think of things that I play in Villas. I play
Rankle can kill stuff.
I play Crick, I play Shieldred, like the new Shieldred. Oh, Rankle, I guess, yeah, but Rankle does everything, right?
Yeah, he's discards a
We'll
card, loses
see
life,
about
draws.
we'll see
Yeah,
about.
true. It's each player. Right.
Uh,
Eiley, the Eternal Pilgrim, can remove things if you have enough life, and she's kind of a sack outlet.
what about Timna?
I like Timna.
Timna draws cards.
How much combat damage do you think we'd be doing?
I mean, there's some big dragons. I don't know. We could definitely do some combat damage. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. True.
Gives all of our tokens vigilance. What about like Ghoul Call or Gissa?
Um.
What?
But Blade of Selves on a legendary creature.
Oh my god.
They all die, triggering our commander to make a token copy. So it gives 3 token copies.
That's disgusting. Isn't there a white creature that gives our creatures myriad? There's an enchantment that does it, right?
Maybe. Oh, a Hero's Podium. That's what I was thinking of too.
Isn't there an enchantment that gives our creatures myriad?
Maybe.
It's new, right?
I'm looking to see. It's Legion Loyalty. It's an 8 drop. You know,
What
I
ab-
that's
what
a
what about the? No, I don't really like him that much anymore.
so it's funny. Song of the World Soul. Whenever you cast a spell, populate because all of our creature tokens that are copies are Grave Pack and Dictate because if we're running a sack engine stuff.
I was just thinking of, oh my god, what's that commander that everyone hates? That's black. That steals everything.
Oh, Turgid.
Eh, eh, eh.
I no longer want to build this deck anymore. I mean, it's not bad. Yo, what about the new Shieldred? Let's get some copies of her in play. Make people miserable.
What about the old Erebos? The one that can draw a card? No, not
God of
that
the
one.
dead. God of the dead.
Yeah.
I could fucks with it.
There's got to be some like white removal or some white things. I, there's definitely more. There's our guy that enters the dungeon, right? What about him? The guy that goes through the dungeon?
Oh, the he's not legendary.
Yes, he is. We had him as a commander.
Oh, that one. That's one. Okay, I thought you were talking about the blue. Okay, never
No,
mind.
the one when
But
he enters.
that is I forgot his name is.
I don't
He's the
even I don't
dragon.
even know
He's
if
the
it's
dragon.
100% worth it, but it just came to mind. I was just thinking of other commanders that we've made.
Avacyn's good.
Yes.
But it only enters when he. It only triggers when he enters the battlefield or attacks.
Right,
So
which he dies and then he enters again and then
if,
yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't seem the best in the universe.
I don't like that. Oh, what about victimize? I like victimize. I also like Sir Conrad the Grim. That can actually be really good. Ooh, God Eternal Bantu. That's when you sack X any number of permanents and draw that many cards. Even if you're just doing it for like 2 or 3.
Oh, what's the black creature that sacks creatures and you gain and draw cards for 1 black?
Oh,
The
that's
partner.
the partner. Yeah. Uh,
What does the partner do too? Because
it's
we can
whenever
maybe
you.
play them both.
It's like whenever you gain life. Shenanigans. Let me find them real quick. So it's Crav, they're unredeemed. Sacrifice X creatures. Target player draws X cards and gains X life. Put X +1 counters on them. And the other one is at the beginning of each end step, if your team gain life this turn, create 2/1 white warrior creature soldier tokens. Because you gain life when you sack things to draw cards, and then she makes 2/1/1s
What do you
every single
think?
time. Um, I like him. I don't like her.
Yeah, yeah, I like him. This is like a deck you built a long time ago.
Yeah,
You
it's
did.
the same
Oh,
colors.
Ravos. We could play Ravos.
Yeah, we can play Ravos. It puts it. Yeah, true. It puts it back into your hand.
Maybe just like Dance of the Dead, and I usually like Dance and Animate. in just black decks.
All right.
And then obviously the Ingaruk's Wake. Can't forget that. Is there no things that are like removal or like things that exile creatures or like what about God Eternal Bontu?
I already said that one. Then we put him in.
No, the sorry, the other one. There's like the white one.
Oh, Ketra.
I don't
That's
know.
where you can play a creature. I think you get a 4/4.
I don't know.
Oh, did we put in uh the uh the Heroes Podium?
Yes, we got that.
Kaya the Inexhonorable. That's actually kind of cool. Putting a ghost form counter on them,
Which one?
and it's Kaya the Inexhonorable because it does the ghost form counter. It returns it to your hand. You get a spirit with flying, and then you can remove things.
What? Aetherios. Let's look at both of these. What do you think about either one of these?
I actually do like the God of Passage because either it goes back to your hand or it goes to the. Yeah, I like that because if they keep it in there, fine, you'll probably get it back out
And then this
anyway.
one can put counters on things and
But at the beginning of your end step, put a coin counter on another target creature. Creature with the coin counter on it dies or put exile return to the battlefield under your control. That's pretty good too.
and then there's this cancer thing. We could have Campbell. Now I'm thinking of the stacks coming to mind. There's
Oh,
also this.
Gumball.
What about this? Oh, that's for us too. So, but Campbell's not us. We could definitely play Campbell. That card's a nightmare.
How many copies of it can you make? Yes. Nope, I don't like that one. I'm just reading the FX.
I'm just trying to think of commanders that I've played. What about the new Grand Abolisher creature?
That could be kind of cool. That's really annoying.
Miril? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Mirel, Shield of Argiv.
It's legendary, right?
Or
And then it also
Argive.
makes 1/1 artifact things. We're gonna need a lot of hefty ramp in this. Isn't there that new like sack a creature make 3 mana too that just came out in the Warhammer decks?
Yes, it's that like I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
That might not be too bad. I know it has to tap, but there's a big mana buff, and I think it works like a black like it's any mana.
yes. The Golden Throne. Sacrifice a creature at 3 mana of any 3 mana in any combination of color.
And then it also has the top line too, which is you can't lose the game.
And we get to run Mox Amber in this deck, and it doesn't hurt us.
Mox Amber.
It's the one that just adds. It's the
No, I
mox
know.
adds.
Hmm, 4-drop as a commander. Hmm.
Okay,
I don't know about Mox Amber.
we don't have to run it,
I'll put it in
but
the main.
definitely want Soul Ring. I do want to focus on like our mana fixing because that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, we need the big stuff too. Like we need the Gilded Lotus. Uh, we need Soul Ring. We need the big stuff. How's our devotion right now? Let's look down here. 59, 30. Okay, with 59 black pips, do we argue running Nyx Lotus and Nykthos?
I still think we run it, yeah. And I mean, if you really want to go the extra mile, I'd say let's run Urborg again at Cabal Coffers. Like single color gets kind, it's easy. Two colors, it's like give or take. Maybe you could do it. The thing is that also depends. Like I'd want to run Urborg regardless.
We can make it work. We have a decent amount of tutors. We can also add more. Like I'm gonna toss in demonic, because if we're gonna do Cabal Coffers in 2-color, we definitely need a couple extra tutors. So demonic, grim. Don't need to do vampiric, but grim tutor, and then maybe just rune scarred. Even though it's not legendary, we can loop that because we have a lot of sacking, and it's probably good to play some of our removal as creatures because we have things that return. So probably like Ravenous Chupacabra is good. Oh my god, I have to find is it it's a limit it's something eliminator. Is it this? Oh, I love this thing.
That's really good because it's like you have your choice.
Yeah. And the yes, it's very good. I love those. And then there's the Gear Hulk, Noxious. And we could still just play Harvester of Souls for draw because we're doing a lot of things dying. So Harvester of Souls, maybe even the other stuff. Like, do we want to play like Midnight Reaper, or like Grim Harspec?
I like Grim Harspect.
And I guess Midnight Reaper.
I also like Black Market Connection.
Yes, we're definitely playing that. I'm just finishing off the removal stuff right now before we get to that generic shit. Hmm. So we got Chupacabra, that and that. So that's good for that. We still want to play Interaction, and we have the best colors for it almost, which is Anguish Unmaking. We get what else? Utter End. What else do we
Generous
get?
gift.
Generous Gift.
You know, Tom, thinking about this, we could run Saw in half in this deck.
You're a genius. That's so good. This is definitely a Malakir Rebirth deck and Agadeem's Awakening.
We also get like Mortify.
Agadeem's Awakening. Yeah. Do you want Mortify? Would we rather
Uh,
just do a
or
Vindicate or something else?
or
Like,
Utter End.
I got Under End.
Uh,
Mortify. There's also Baleful Mastery, which I've been liking. There's also like Path and Swords, but I've been liking stuff like paying it 1 extra for Baleful Mastery and just, you know,
Urza's Ruinous Blast. Exile all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. Oh no, Tom, that's gonna hurt us so much. I guess our mana rocks it will suck, but
yeah. I mean, we could try to run some
but I think like our two of our good mana rocks, like oh no, they're not legendary. I thought maybe Honor Worn, but Nyx
No,
Lotus and here's Podium.
no. I think we just don't run the Ruinous.
But we could still run Dam.
Oh, we could definitely run Dam.
I guess Mike is back. I saw he said the Golden Throne.
Oh, hello.
What a rude dude for not saying that he's back and
We're
just
doing
chiming in.
Ratabrick. Ratadrick, however you say it. The guy that when legendaries die, you make copies. And he's pretty sweet. Uh
You also get search for glory because it lets us search for a legendary card.
but in regard we could just play Diabolic Tutor, right? Which is just one more mana and better.
Yeah.
Like I like that for if we're just white, but when we're black, that one extra mana and just getting anything in the deck, a little better. Yeah, so
You want to run Nim Death Mantle for the potential of that being a combo.
I also think Nim Deathmantle's just good with this deck because we're gonna sack and want things to come back immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I think just paying 4 to have something come back immediately just sounds good to me.
Wait a minute. Wait, I actually think with Ashnod's Altar, we get infinite death triggers on any creature because here's what happens, right? So we sack a creature, right?
Yeah, we get 2 creatures. Yeah,
So
yeah.
we sack. No, what we do is we stack the triggers. Nim Death Mantle, Commander. Commander resolves, gets the token.
Mm-hmm.
Sack the token. Pay the 4 to equip it, return it.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, Nim Death Mantle, Ashnod's Altar, and our Commander automatically make them go infinite death triggers. Now, what we do with that death triggers depends what we have in play.
Mm-hmm. Do we want
You're
to have?
sweet.
Do you want to have like a? Yeah, the deck looks pretty sweet for sure. Sawnaf seems kind of fun. Uh,
What would play a Bastion of Remembrance?
yeah, I was saying we should place a little extra pingers. Like Bastion seems good, and then probably Zulkport.
Yeah.
Okay, this seems good. Okay. Also, I'm gonna put Path and Swords in the maybe board.
Want to get our Orzhov Signet? Or do we get Signet?
No, I didn't get that yet. We need Arcane and Soul Ring and everything. Thought Vessel. Ooh. Do we want a Necropotence?
I mean, it's not terrible.
Okay. So now we need Orzhov Signet. What's the talisman of something?
It's Talisman of a Hierarchy.
And then we need Charcoal Diamond. And the other one is Marble?
Horrible Diamond. Yeah.
And we could do any other mana ramp.
The only thing I really think would be like a Thran Dynamo or something, just to make like a lot of extra mana. I know it's colorless.
What about that new Gilded Lotus? That if you have the same land.
Oh right, that I forgot what that's called.
Uh, have it.
A Scepter of Eternal Glory.
Okay. Now we need swamps. What other lands do we want to play?
Do you want to run Unitake, the thing that makes 2 mana for legendaries? But you do have to lose life though. It's the only thing I don't like about it.
Yeah, we don't have to. Swamp and plains.
Takanume is a way to get. Oh, Phyrexian Tower.
Yes.
And maybe like a high market, just because it's just another way to sack if we really need to.
Okay. And we need a lot of swamps.
Yes.
I think I put in 3 MDFCs. Oh, I also like... Okay.
Oh, do you want? Do you want to get? Did you not want to do any of like the dual lands, or you just want to go all
Oh,
basic?
which ones do you want to do?
Well, because we could still run like Godless Shrine, because it still counts as a swamp.
You think you want to build Belby? Which one's Belby again? Oh, this one. This is
Okay, yeah.
the one that gives that you make 1,000,000,000 mana. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Belby's sick. Like play Kozilek like in degenerate turns. Not completely not made for fucking for a 4-player game. But what were you saying? Go ahead.
Saying we could at least run uh
Wait a minute. I just had a
God,
thought. What about
because
playing
Godless.
Kozilek? What about playing Kozilek?
Which one?
I don't know. It's legendary, right?
It is.
Probably the
Yo, no,
Annihilator
no,
one.
no. Ulamog exiles 2 things.
Right, but he doesn't do it on enter, right? Neither one of them do, right?
Oh, right, no, right, on cast.
I mean, they're both on cast, but they both have Annihilator. They both still seem fun. We can throw them in there for now.
Wait, no. The thing is, Tom, remember when they die, they shuffle your graveyard.
Oh
Entire graveyard back in.
yeah. We don't want that. Is Void Winnower legendary?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I think
Sorry.
only the
Yeah.
Titans were legendary.
Godless Shrine. We could do the Battle Bond land, which is what?
The Battle Bond one is
Caves.
where is he?
Coilers.
Vault of Champions.
Vault of Champions. And then the Innistrad.
Well, how many more you want to go? Because like we want to make sure we have enough.
Maybe just the Innistrad one, and that's it.
Okay, that's the Shattered Sanctum. Thanks, Mike. You said Shattered Sanctum.
Okay. And I think we're over. Hold on. How many lands do we have? So that's 36. We got to cut one for MDFCs. So we just... Where's the plains? We just cut a plains. Go down to 8. Because we're low on the white pips. So we could definitely cut some removal. We don't need all of this. I think Mortify is worse than Generous Gift and all that. So that just...
Well, would you rather keep that, right? Or would you want to get rid of like the sack draw stuff?
Oh, you want to know what's one thing I like that we didn't put? Heliod's Intervention.
Right.
No, we could definitely get rid of the sack draw stuff too. Because we got to make sure that we can remove artifacts and enchantments. So that's one good thing about Mortify. We have 25 cards to cut. Holy fuck.
All right, I don't want to do this anymore. Good night. You figure it out. We do have 40 creatures, so
Benny Brax can come out. We have better draw. I guess this Aetherios is a little weak. Uh, Iora only stacks black creatures, but that's pretty good. And also, she's a payoff. We kind of need her a little bit. Uh, Megara's cracked. This could be a win condition.
Maybe we don't need the Myrel Shield of Argive. It's cool, but like
Yeah. We don't need that. Uh, so the rest of this seems pretty good.
Asa Karloff is actually broken.
Yeah, Taste Karloff's insane in this deck.
Asa
Maybe we
Karloff
don't
with
need
a
3 things that put creatures back. Actually,
I
we have
think
a lot. We have
I
one,
actually
two,
think
three, 4, and then Ravos. So which
out of
ones?
all of them, I think Ravos is my least favorite because he's the one that puts it into your hand. I also don't think we need Tim though.
You don't like the drawing, even though we have some
I think
flyers.
I think we have a really it's easy enough for us
But
to
think
draw in this deck.
if we then we sack her and can replay her, and then we get to draw a double, and then
But then pay
I
them
don't
all.
think we draw that easily in this deck.
We have all the sack draw die things. Bontu draws us cards. Braids draws us cards. Velis draws us cards. And then we have tutors to get exactly what we need. So drawing becomes less important when we have tutors.
I mean, I guess. Uh,
Hmm.
so we cut down here.
Maybe we don't need Saw and a Half. It's just like it's cute.
Don't need Mortify.
It doesn't kill our opponent's stuff. It's mostly our own thing, the sack
Maybe we don't
to
need
split stuff.
these. Uh,
I still might want to go through creatures. We still have a lot of creatures.
yeah.
I know we're a creature based deck, but like our support spells are like really low. That's another thing that puts them back into your hand.
I think that's my least favorite one, though. I think that's because at least the rest of them are creatures and they could die and come back. Uh, so yeah, let's look at the creatures. Uh, what's got to come out?
Maybe Pilgrim. It's just so hard to get that to go off. I even built a deck around her as the commander, and I still very rarely ever ended up actually using her ability, like the exiling ability with 10 or more life.
Mhm.
Gumball because I hate him. No, he's really good. He should definitely stay.
I think we get rid of one of the things that returns. I think we still just have too many of them.
I think Aetherios then because Aetherios doesn't guarantee return. Because we want stuff that's like guaranteed, like it's going back into our hand because we want to replay them. Legion Loyalty is another one I think I'm just okay with, and same thing with Song of the World Soul. They're cool. I just don't know how. Maybe Soul is a little bit better for me.
Legion loyalty, which one?
Legion Loyalty, it's the gives all the creatures Myriad. It's a big commitment turn. Could be bonkers, but then like
Hmm. Oh, something we could play is Hall of Heliod's intervention. It's probably worth it. Yeah, it
yeah,
is.
because of how our commander's worded, if we have legendary tokens, they also just straight die, and then they still triggers them.
What do you mean?
So because of the way he's worded, he says whenever another legendary creature you control dies. So like because of how because I think it's because of how that works with Myriad because they're token copies, and he doesn't care about tokens. Wait,
Whenever another legendary creature you control dies, they're legendary.
yeah. So I'm just saying it's interesting. I'm just thinking about something. I think you could actually stalemate the game with him. Yeah. So funny. So check this out. If you have the what was it the things that you could play at the beginning of your hand.
Ley lines.
Leyline. If you have Leyline of Singularity, it makes all permanent, all creatures are. I think it's all permanents or legendary. A creature's legendary. So,
Yeah, he's pretty good.
so if you have a way, like you could, in a weird way, stalemate the game. If you could have a token come in that immediately
I
dies,
see what you're saying.
if it's already in play, and it makes another one, and then like you have to keep doing it because it's a mandatory effect. Now it's a lot of setup to stalemate the game, but it is doable.
Well, no, if you have a die trigger, the game ends. Like if you have Zulpor Cutthroat.
Well, yeah, in that case, yeah, that will. But if you have nothing else in play, then you just infinitely sack to legend roll, and it'll draw the game.
Yeah,
Anyway, how many creatures do we have? 32. That's actually uh, that's actually a decent amount.
yeah, it's a decent amount. Uh,
Yeah, like Legion loyalty can't go bonkers. Maybe then it's
I feel like it's just really good.
actually
I
maybe
feel
then
like
sort that would come out. I think
the
it's just okay.
which one?
You only get to make a copy of one of them, where Legion loyalty is like, hey, I'm going to get 3 copies, and if you have a
But
noisy
I
perception,
just think they're both insane, right? Because we're gonna see them at different times. This is only 6 to do, right? Also, Myriad stacks.
yeah, yeah.
I just think those are too good to cut, to be completely honest. And this also seems too good.
How many more do we have to cut now?
Maybe we cut some of the reanimation. 12.
Well, oh
What
my
about
god.
like victimize?
Yeah, I guess we don't need victimize. We stacked with so much reanimation.
We just want to play it more as the creatures doing it. Maybe next is like I don't think any of this gets cut at this point. Maybe the
Yeah,
tutor?
sure. But you get rid of one of them. We only need 2 tutors, one for Urborg, one for Cabal Coffers.
No, we also have Shieldred and Runescar Demon and Razkev.
Maybe the new Shieldred is just like we don't need. It's cute, but I don't think it.
It doesn't really do anything for. Yeah, see, I think Timna's better than playing Shieldred. How many sources of ramp? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe we just don't play this.
Okay, I guess. I think we have enough sack outlets.
Yeah, and even only 2 make mana. We should be able to find the better ones. Uh, here's Podium seems
You
good.
said cut the diamonds over that. No, because those are guaranteed mana. Golden
Yeah.
Throne, you need something in play a sack. And if you're in a situation where you don't, it's not like if our commander gets dealt with.
Also, it is only once per turn, too. So,
Well, I mean, most mana rocks are once per turn.
well,
I just like consistency.
not the altars. Well, I know we do make a lot of tokens, though. That is a good point.
It's not necessarily supposed to be a sacrifice deck because like legendary creatures is good on their own.
Yeah. And it just so happens that this commander works well with sacrifice. Okay, we can cut the Necropons. Get out of here, Chief.
Yeah, but we gotta get like 10 more cards. Like I don't want to do this. I hate this. I want all these cards to stay in here. Let's make a new commander format where it's 110 cards.
Look at this.
We call it Commander Plus.
Yeah, right. How do we even make decks? Uh, We could cut one more mana rock, and it's probably one of the diamonds and the white one.
Yeah, black's more
12,
important.
12 sources of mana is fine, and we have some ones that tap for a lot, so it should be fine.
Yeah, because they're
Uh,
not just +1 mana.
we could cut one of these kill spells. Probably. What do you like between Chupacabra and the Gear Hulk? Wait, did I even put Gear Hulk in here?
No, you didn't.
Well, then I like these two. Oh, we also didn't run Teferi's Protection.
That's fine.
So we got 2 board wipes, a mass reanimation. Uh, isn't it just better to pay an extra 2 and play Rise of the Dark Realms
For compared to what and what?
compared to this? If we're gonna play a card like that.
2 more mana if in a deck that doesn't ramp super hard can be awkward, but isn't that also is it I think it's in that legendary cards, not just legendary creatures.
Yeah, it's legendary cards, yeah.
So that could hit like other things too.
We have, aside from creatures, we only have 3 legendary other cards. It's not
None
their
of the
legendary over,
enchantments.
yeah.
No.
And then none, only that land
It,
and that
and
land.
Nykthos. Hey, Nykthos is a land.
If it dies, though. I think this is the most we've ever put into a deck.
Oh, with like how many cards you picked?
Yeah. We want to make sure we keep the legendary count up. 1, 2, 3. We're already down to 24 legendaries. So I don't think we can cut any more legendaries at this point.
No.
If anything, I might even want to put a couple back in.
I might say
Uh,
maybe we cut Cutthroat, Zulaport Cutthroat, because we have legendary creatures that do that ability.
mhm.
I'd rather like say keep it on higher on legendary.
Yeah, we have this and actually this is only black creature. But I mean, we're mostly black, so that shouldn't be that much of a problem. He said Camball is mean, cut it. Yeah, we were saying the same thing.
Yeah, him. Imagine making like multiple copies of them,
But then
and then
I would want to put. I don't want to have that low of legendaries.
we put Shieldred back in, and then it's like kind of doing the same thing.
No, I think Timna just goes back in. I've played with Timna enough to know that Timna is very solid.
I just don't think we need it. We have so many already other draw effects. That it feels like it's just like drawing a 3 extra maybe. It's just okay.
Yeah, but for a 3-drop constantly, that's pretty good. That's
But
what
we
we
could
should.
potentially do that with braids without even having to attack
Yeah, but
because
Braids is
nobody
all.
wants to stack anything.
Yeah, I know. I just don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I just don't want to keep the count under that. It's like close to 25, and I don't want to cut it under that. Like that's like low. Uh, maybe one of the maybe we just don't play these.
All right, I think we have enough recursion. We don't want to draw a handful of recursion and no way to put them in there. You said wouldn't Mox Amber be better than the diamond? Uh kind of.
See, the problem is with Mox Amber in this deck is even though we play a lot of legendaries, we don't play a lot of low-costed legendaries. So like, it's not the best. It's not really going to be working mostly until turn 3. So that's a little dead. A lot of
And
the
we rather
time,
just
we would
we rather
rather
just
have
access.
just the consistent. Because like the only 2-drop we play is this, And then every other legendary we play is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we don't have. It's not consistent with the board. Like, if the board gets wiped, now we basically it makes us go down a mana rock until we play something. We can't even use it to re-establish the board.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible idea. Wait, do we not have Ashnod's altar?
No, we do.
Oh no,
It's
there
right
we do.
there.
Sorry, there it is. Like, why didn't I see it for a second?
You know, we could also be playing. I didn't even think about it, but there's the guy that when things die, you make a treasure. But because it works with tokens too, Derek.
Yeah,
Should we be playing him?
nah,
Pitiless Plunder. I'm gonna put it
nah.
in the maybe board. And Pawn of Ulamog, is that the other guy?
You also
We could
what is
just
it?
go down to 10 sources of ramp and cut the diamond.
We have so many big drops though.
I know. I really don't want to.
But I mean, I guess besides our few big drops, the rest of it's not
This
too
is
bad.
also like suitor, and we also play Smothering Titties. So
Yo, Anointed Procession with a black market connection.
or
That's actually kind of
Smothering Tithe.
interesting. Yeah,
And also this works with those too, so
yeah.
we have Sir Conrad, we have you and you. That's 3 pingers?
And we have Bastion too.
I think keeping 4 is smart. It's so tough at this point. 3 more cards. I don't want to cut any more legendaries. This also draws. I like having the 2 creatures that kill things in these kind of decks when we play Recursion. We cut down on it a lot, actually. We only have these 2. Generous Gift, Baleful. This is an MDFC, so it doesn't count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we could cut another one.
We also have Shieldred, which kills something every turn. Elesh Norn could potentially be like.
And then we have the 2 board wipes, which are one-sided.
Eh,
Or one is
well,
one-sided, and then this is also a kill spell, but you play it as Damnation, like a second board wipe.
nah, our creatures are better than our spells.
Yeah, because you can keep playing them with Phyrexian Reclamation. Maybe it's just Heliod's Intervention?
Well, no, that's our only way to deal with like non-creature
No,
spells.
no, remember, we're black-white. We have this.
True, yeah.
Maybe it's just Baleful Mastery, right? The creature Planeswalker?
I know we are a creature-based deck. We should focus the fact that like we are a creature-based.
Yeah, because we have like Harvester, Midnight Grim Harspec, things that care about things getting sacked and dying. Plus like Phyrexian Reclamation and Shieldred, Dawnbringer,
Well,
Junji, things that can reanimate them. Even
instant speed is better depending, because if we want the game, this is not like an instant combo to win.
Mhm.
So like in that point, yes, instant will be better. But this is probably more of a longer grindy value game. You want to be able to recursion of the constant like creature removal, sack, draw cards stuff.
Mhm.
So in this instance, I think that well the thing, well, you know, it's not legendary, but we have so much just generic reanimation and draw when creatures die, and like Bastion of Remembrance and like Pain.
yeah, and we have
Artifact.
things that want to sack things. So having 2 kill spells, like a 1 mana more kill spell that kills anything and plays with the deck is good.
Like if I have Razaketh and Micaeus
Also, this
and
is just pretty
like
good. Like -2/-2 and killing something. Like it's
yeah, if I got Razaketh or Micaeus in play, I want to see a Chupacabra or Eliminator over like an exile from like the like an other end in my hand.
so. Are we
In
thinking?
this type of
Are we
deck,
thinking Baleful Mastery maybe?
I think so because Anguish and other end hit anything, and that's the miss. Well, that's why we're keeping that's why we're getting rid of the one that just kills creatures, and we're
And
keeping the
and
ones
we're,
that
we're
deal with
keeping
other
we're
stuff.
keeping the 2 board wipes because those are just good. Because we don't even care when we board wipe. We could honestly have just been playing more board wipes in general. Like I'm not gonna add them, but to the maybe board. Because we could just board wipe and not have a problem with it because our commander, you know.
But it also kills our commander.
Yeah, but his effect still triggers, right? Because it's a die effect,
Yeah,
right?
true. Yeah, it would kill everything, and he would see it too.
Yeah, so we just damnation get all of our shit back. They lose everything.
You know, it's gonna
We
be 61 degrees tomorrow,
Jesus.
and then yeah, it's stupid.
So another idea is running like a billion board wipes too, but for another time. Dude, look at this maybe board. Holy shit. Okay. So, what are we down to? 2 more cards. Okay.
Did we want to cut one of the ramps you said, or did we do that already?
No, okay, we can, I guess.
It's brutal, but
Shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, with this and that, like, it'll kind of like balance itself out. Like
mhm.
when you get to play Smothering Tide with tutors, you could see it if you really need to. We're gonna be able to find our better sources of ramp if we need to. We need to keep a good amount of tutors if we want to play Cabal Coffers and Urborg in a 2-color deck.
But I think we still keep Heliod's because you just want to be able to deal with the other artifact enchantment shenanigans.
Yeah. These are MDFCs, so those don't count.
Uh, Maybe we have enough tutors that we don't need a rune scarred on top of all of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
We've got like 3 hard tutors and a sack tutor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, we have
No, that's
four.
right. We
We
have
have 4
2
tutors. We have
and
2 creatures.
Sidisi and Zillis.
We have Sidisi. No, we Sidisi and Razaketh, and then we have
That's right, Razageth.
Grim and Demonic. That's 4.
All right, that's good enough for me.